and I've been a pensioner for quite a few years now, and I decided to go on a diet in March 2021. Now, one of my favourite places for shopping is Lidl's, partly because it's just round the corner from where I live. So I shop there nearly every week. I like to go after 8 o'clock at night because it's very quiet then, so I can whiz round, and especially in these days of wearing masks and not being in too crowded places, I find that's the best time to go. One disadvantage is that sometimes I find that an item I want is missing on the shelf, but I just nip back the following day and pick it up when there's been a delivery. So I thought I'd show you what I bought at Lidl's last night to help me with my keto diet. So what's in my bag then? I actually bought this bag in Lidl's because it is good for keeping things cool. It's got a metallic inside to it. So first of all, I bought eggs. I do like the large eggs. Unfortunately, on getting them out of the car, I bashed the roof of the car down on the end of the eggs and smashed two. So guess what I'm having for tea? Scrambled eggs. So I'll just dive in and see what I've got. Lemons. I think I'm due to make a nice lemon cake. I ate the last slice of that 2 days ago. So that's one of my next projects, cooking projects. In terms of vegetables, a broccoli. Normally would get cauliflower as well, but they didn't have any in. So I'll probably go to a farm shop tomorrow and get some, or nip back into Lidl's for their cauliflowers. I do like cauliflower and blue cheese soup, and so I bought myself some Stilton blue cheese. So what I do is I'll mix the cauliflower and the broccoli in my soup maker and add a vegetable stock cube or stock pot. I prefer the stock pots, and make the soup and then stir in some Stilton blue cheese, and it's delicious. I bought a very large pot of creamy Greek yoghurt, and I will use this on top of fruit desserts such as the blueberries I've bought. It also goes in quite a few other recipes, so I'll soon use up this large pot. Or I might use a dessert spoonful of cream. Again, cream is even less because 100 millilitres of cream has 1.6 grams. So I'll often put a tablespoonful of cream. I also use cream in a lot of cooking recipes, a lot of baking. Now I bought mozzarella and cream cheese. This is the ingredient that I use for making my keto bread, along with almond flour, and this gives it the texture and the body that's the nearest to bread that it could be. Fruits. Really, blueberries and raspberries are the main fruit that you can eat that is low in carbs, but I do help myself to a little bit of maybe 1 or 2 strawberries, and occasionally when my partner has eaten an orange, I'll just ask for 1 segment of orange, just so that I get the flavour and don't feel deprived. Next on my list was some pate. Again, the pate isn't too bad for carbs. It contains 4.5 grams of carbs per 100 grams. So I wouldn't want a lot. It would just be, a flat tablespoonful, just a piece on a small piece of keto bread. Makes a nice tasty snack. Or don't do snacks really, they're the main meals, 2 meals a day. The extra mature cheese. One of the reasons I get the strong cheese is because I like strong cheese, but also you can have just a little less and you get the flavour of the cheese if I want to put it in things, or even just have it chopped up in a salad. and the oat smoked dry cured bacon. The last recipe that I did with you was bacon and egg and omelette. This time I thought I'll use the smoked dry cured bacon. I haven't tried that yet, but I did like the ordinary dry cured bacon, so be interested to try that out. Butter. The main oils and fats I use are butter, olive oil, and sometimes a bit of sunflower oil. And last but not least, in the box here is the grated mozzarella cheese. And I haven't tried this before, but one or two recipes that I was looking for said grate the mozzarella, and it's very difficult. I've got it. It's almost impossible to grate this mozzarella, which is in just a wet lump. So I'm quite excited to see how this goes. In fact, I bought 2 packets of this. I put one in the freezer to see if it freezes okay. So the last thing I bought was this 2.25 litres of dry white wine, Pinot Grigio, from Italy. And it does mean that it has the tap on it. I can store it in the fridge and then just pour out 1 glass when I want a glass. It's such a waste to open a bottle of wine knowing that I can't drink it unless I've got people who also want to drink white wine. And it seemed to be a lot cheaper than just buying those very small bottles. So I'm going to enjoy that. I did a little bit of research, and 1 glass of wine, which I've just poured out, this is actually water because I haven't opened that yet. 1 glass of wine has about 3.5 carbs for this dry white wine. I think red wine is a bit higher in carbs, so you have to be careful drinking red wine. So if I wanted to drink white wine, I wouldn't have a dessert for a meal. I just enjoy my main meal with the glass of wine. So I think that's it for now. Quite a nice shop. Looking forward to doing a bit of cooking and certainly trying out the grated mozzarella cheese. So cheers everybody, till next time.